Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your agent of awesome and your host of Zenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters. Today we are going to be reviewing what the trailer, which I cut out, laughingly calls the Holy Grail or the Golden Fleece of kaiju fandom, Space Monster Wangmagwi, which never gets that name at all, at least in the English subtitles. Be that as it may, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this movie. Have you seen it? Did you get all the way through it? It's not terrible, but it's not great. And if you're ready, on with the show. Well, the movie showed up on Tubi, or it's making the rounds on Tubi and some of the free streaming channels. So I started to watch it and then got distracted by, I think, the paint peeling. But it is also on the old Internet Archive, good old Internet Archive, and I downloaded it to watch and review. So I needed something subtitled to watch while I was at work. I mean, I was working. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? And this was worked. So it's about an alien invasion and they use a monster to try to take over the world. There they are, and they're going. I love these. They're right out of the 30s serials, 30s and 40s, but they're confident in their abilities. The leader there just laughs at everything. It's very retro, and and even in 1967, it was retro. So this was released June 27, 1967. It runs 83 minutes. It is from South Korea, and they are the aliens from the Gamma Star. Now I know precious little Korean, except for maybe Youngari, right? I've seen several Korean movies. This is no Youngari, and I like Youngari, but there are things to like about it. I mean, they tried. So I don't know exactly when they decided to release this. The Wikipedia page is pretty funny. This until 2022, the Korean Film Archive had the only remaining copies of the film and held occasional screenings. Somebody licensed it. I don't exactly know why, but it's very much of its time and very much of its place. A typhoon will cause incalculable loss. This is how the aliens are going to hide. Lots of nice photography, though, really. I mean, there are strange things. These two are getting married. And if you think I know which one's which, I think that's An Hee, and that's her fiance, Jongwon Oh. These are really the only two people that matter. But he's got to leave. There's an emergency because they've detected something in there. And that's her mother. And a wedding should be, so she's sure she's going to get married. And this is the running theme through there, is that she's not getting married when she wants to get married, even though her country's about to be attacked. An object was tracked by ground radar. Get ready for action right away. And this guy, their captain or general, runs around with that cane thing. Looks like a sword cane, doesn't it? Throughout the entire movie. We're waiting orders. And now they're going to drop the monster, and it will make the atmosphere will make the monster unstoppable and large. And they're going to feed the Earthlings. So they want to invade. As of right now, the Earthlings don't know why. They mentioned this Ray rocket never shows up. The ship's pretty cool looking, and that's a nice little practical effect there. There's the monster, who is not impressive, and the poor stuntman, Pak Si-myung as Wangmagwi. Maybe they call him that in Korean, but I did not hear it once. He's more like the space monster in Frankenstein Meets the Space Monster. And he falls down to Earth and he grows big. It's a goblin. Run away! Oh, they see the flying saucer too. 10 years. They've been planning their invasion for 10 years. And they won't, they don't want to take the Earthlings for granted, but they don't take them real seriously. Eagle here, that's our hero. It's already 50 times bigger. So they talk about us. You don't see it. There's a precious. I don't know if there's any Well, there's some matte lines, but there's some, again, we'll see. The glory of Gamma forever! Monster rising over the land. They won't tell their leaders until they're won. So they mention King Kong here, but Devil is headed to Seoul, and then On Hee is still worried about her damn wedding. We may have to cancel the wedding. And there's the old black and white TV, and she's trying to get a hold of everyone. Yeah, I'll get special permission to get married. So that's all she's concerned about. Some monster movies, yeah. So there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Not even 10 people running away. And there's our first look at the monster giant size. Nice shot. He collapses some stuff. They do use some sped up photography to slow down to give him some heft, but not really. And he just walks. He doesn't do anything monstery. He's just like a guy in a suit, really. It's not a terrible suit. It looks like it came right out of Lost in Space. Stock footage of jet planes. In reverse, it looks like ROK Air Force. They must have flipped it. Hey, hello, let's go bomb him. I like this shot a lot. Nicely set up. And, he's got claws and a tongue. His tongue sticks out. I think this is a forced perspective shot. They do a couple of these. This works adequately well. Mom faints. Monster, oh no! And the monster reaches down and picks her up. So the monster, Magwi, carries her around for most of the rest of the movie. This is a side plot which is stupid. These two guys are stupid and they're just betting. I know it's to alleviate the tension, what there is, and they're for comedy relief, but yeah. Get out of here. So they're going to hide in a manhole. Nope, nope, no. Oh, no. No, no, Ma. No, no. No, no, no. And now he's won the wife, and now he doesn't want to. Now they're one big family. It's weird. And, they're not bad, but they're doing what they got paid to do. But I don't know. It's just extraneous. There's another extraneous scene here, too. See, he just stands there and does some damage there. And here is our other semi-hero. That is Song Chul-jun as Squirrel/Spider. They call him Squirrel because he climbs everywhere. He's very reminiscent of Icho in Yongari, except, well, he's very rambunctious and flamboyant and, very rowdy. But, yeah, it's a nice look of the monster, human's real eyes. But, it doesn't look... I know, they're not trying to make a documentary. She's looking at it. And see, this is a nice use of forced perspective, but you do kind of want this kid to get scooshed. Crawls into the monster's ear, cuts it, does some other things to it. And thankfully, I timed this at intermission because the boy needed to use the bathroom. You are watching Xenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters on KXNO, part of the Xenorama Broadcasting Network. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program. I probably really could have cut out more of these pictures, but he's firing something out of his nose, which causes this to melt, and then he lights it on fire. Nice shot. I like the melting. But fire, again, you can tell they're miniatures. They're not, they're not Toho. They don't have, or Daiei, they don't have technicians from Japan helping them out like Yangari did, which is why it's, aside from the photography, it's a better movie. And the monster is better. Again, right out of Lost in Space, in that first season, you can see this guy menacing the Jupiter 2 and the chariot. Now I think the kid's in the nose now. Some explosion, he's still stabbing it, stabs it in the ear, he's trying to get it out. He finally meets On Hee. No, and she doesn't even look bothered at all. She's not even dirty. And there's a lot of dust and stuff going on here. More crowds who are not particularly running. Boy looks down. I like this shot, this nice perspective. A strange object has been spotted on the monster's back. It's a good thing that's there. Now here's that other subplot where there's a gentleman who needs to use the facilities. And he just squats down. He grabs a paper and squats down. This a woman's about to have a baby. And see that the way he's holding her, she would fall right out. But nice destruction. Now it's time for another bet. Should we run? And now Squirrel is there trying to do something. but it's a control module, and he breaks the antenna. Make work quickly. Use the auxiliary one. Now they're together, and Squirrel is out cold. Hey, boy. And they have another. I mean, this kid's just rambunctious and sure of himself. And the monster is just carting him around for no reason. It doesn't make any sense why this monster is carting him around. But they realize the monster's out of control. They're trying to bomb it. Use the kill beam. We also don't get to see the kill beam. But we might have to use nuclear. The word is nuclear. Another shot at stock footage. His voltage. And he's just wandering. They lure it out of town, out of Seoul, which is where it takes place, sort of. Where did that come from? Oh, because he's feeding her an apple. So still, the Earthlings do not know where the monster came from. No one's thought to wonder why. They don't know there's an alien invasion being planned, and the monster is there to demoralize the Earth. These Gamma Star aliens are not ex-Sajan, are they? Open fire. We don't get to see too much of that either. Okay, Major Mo. Grab Lieutenant Larry and Corporal Curly. The Air Force, and he's sure the Air Force will take care of it. It does not. He gets shot down. That's our hero. And on the way down, he grabs both Anhee and Squirrel. And he blows up into the monster. And now they've decided, it's like, okay, we're going home. Or they get them, let's go home. Fierce defenses of the inhabitants. So if you look at it as a comedy, it works a little bit more than if it was a series. It's not. You can't take it seriously because it's not that it's inept. It just meanders all over the place. It was like trying to get something in there for everyone, comedy and just a kid. And, I don't know. I wonder what the reaction was when this was released. The Earthlings have won. Terminate the monster. They get away. Kaboom goes the monster. She's sure that her soon-to-be husband eventually would save them. And he's left is a Thican. So he wants to be a warrior who fights monsters, but they'll say, no, we're going to adopt you. You're going to come live with us. Okay, I can come in here for free. All right. They wander off. I love this shot, though. These last two shots, there's some nicely poetic stuff here. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And that's the end, though. The end. I'll probably never watch this again. I mean, I'm glad to have seen it, but what do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. But this is about as much as you need to see of it. And with that, we'll say goodnight, but we'll be seeing you in a moment.
Yog, monster from space. You are powerless against me. Monsters never before seen. Yog, monster from space. Rated G.
All right, my fellow agents, that is our review of a very oddball and heretofore lost and never before seen by many people in this country. And I don't think we missed that much. But tomorrow we are not going to be reviewing the Hobbit cartoon from 1977. We're going to be reviewing something else, a little side note of trivia for our media review. I hope you'll find it fascinating, as I do, as I did. But until that next assignment, this is X7 signing off and phasing out. And remember, the road does go ever, ever on. Be seeing you.
In a time when the earth was shared by wizards, goblins, trolls, dragons, and hobbits.
Most excellent hobbit.
A reluctant hobbit
We hobbits are plain, quiet folk. Adventures make one late for dinner.
would become a legendary hero.
Who are you and where do you come from?
I am Mr. Bilbo Baggins.
It's a fantastic journey through a magic kingdom.
Simply enchanting.
J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit.